Alright, hello there, I'm Jog, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda. Last time, we did... well, we doubled our defense, doubled our attack, and did 2 dungeons. This one we're going to be moving on out. And, well, as we're going to be moving on out... oh, I forget, until we're going to drop a bomb, but get a new one anyways. I like this bomb better. It's mine. In this episode, there's going to be at least one thing. I don't know if I'm going to get the 2 things I'm originally planning on right now. But we want to go to the next dungeon. And thankfully, now that we have the Raft from the previous dungeon, also don't even know when I got healed, when that happened. Or maybe I didn't lose my sword bead? I don't know. Now that, either way, since I got the Raft from the last dungeon, we can actually get to dungeon number 4. There's also a heart piece we can get now using the Raft, but I'm going to save that for later on in this video. Almost got hit. I will say right now, I definitely want to have cash. I didn't realize it until I was going to my head. I need a lot of cash for everything I want to get. To the point that I'm going to be changing things up again. But anyways, we see a pea hat in the corner. And we're going over here to dungeon number 4. Now, technically there are other dungeons we could do at the same time. Or before this one, but I mean... I don't know. Kind of been doing these in order, so I see no reason to skip that now. Thank you, Key, even though if you're not all that needed, I will gladly accept you. But it also means that you were completely pointless, considering I had 5 other keys. Ooh, we got demons. Yeah, so these guys, their gimmick is essentially the same as the blobs if we had the wooden sword. I don't know why I call it wooden sword. That's what everybody calls it, apparently. Myself included. It's... blah, blah, blah. They do the same thing that would happen to the blobs if you had the starting sword. Also, dark rooms. If you use the candle, you can get the fire. You can use the fire to make light. Also, because I used the candle, I cannot use it again. That's the issue with the blue candle. It can only be used once. So, if you're in an area or a dungeon and, well, it can only be used once until you go to another room. So if you really need it, make sure you get a good use out of it, because otherwise... well, like that, it was a waste. Oh well. But yeah, as we can see, the candle is definitely helpful, but not completely necessary. Like, if you know the room and all that, then yeah, you can just go without it. But, I mean, it definitely helps. But, these guys, since they turn into bats every time you hit them, well, when their first phase dies, if we happen to have a stronger weapon, which I'm gonna say right now, we can't. We don't, and we can't. At least not if we're going the order we're going. If we had the level 3 sword, the medical sword, they would just straight out die. They wouldn't turn into the bats. Again, these are the blobs I was talking about, because when they get hit by the level 1 sword, they turn into the little Hershey Kisses. Oh. I'll take my boomerang, thank you very much. Also, you may notice that I had the bow since Dungeon 1 and I still haven't used it. There's a reason for that. Not the happiest of reasons, though. Get away from me. The bow cannot be used in its current state. If you notice, it's just a bow. As a matter of fact, the cursor jumps right over it. Also, pit that we can't get over. But yeah, the cursor goes right over it because we don't have an arrow for the bow. That's the, what I would call gimmick of the bow. Well, a little bit of a gimmick. Is that you have to find the bow, but have to also buy the arrow. The arrow is one of the items that I do plan on buying after this one. And I'm gonna say right now, it needs 80 rupees, I believe? Also, these guys, likes. Very dangerous. Well, if in the right circumstance, they could be considered dangerous. They will eat your magical shield, assuming you have one. If you do not have a magical shield, they have nothing to worry about. Also, these bubbles are just being super annoying right now. So, yeah, same as other rooms like this. You just defeat all the enemies and we can do that. Let me bring out my boomerang. As you notice, I'm probably going to be doing this a bit. And here's another item. It looks a little odd. the stepladder, I believe it is. How this works is that it actually lets us go over gaps. At least one tile gaps. Anything more and you're kind of just stuck. So this is another item that is required. At least I'm mostly sure it's required. Just going to ignore you guys. Oh, right, this room. These are the little kisses. Can't do anything in this room, at least not from this side. Because, yeah. Also, there's the map. I don't know, bit rude if you ask me. But yeah, here we can actually see the step ladder in action. Was me able to go through gaps. However, stuff like this, I'm just kind of stuck until I get back on solid ground. So, bit of a mixed blessing. But as you can see, the enemies can't go over the gaps. The flying ones can, like bats, but other ones not so much. So we can always use stuff like the ladder to our advantage. If you can get yourself in the right position. Oh. Get over here! Get over here and die to my sword! God dang jerkface, I mean, at this point, I don't even know if I need the map, but, I mean, it's here. So, there we go. Ooh, it's this one. I think I've been doing a good job. Yeah, let's bring this out, though, because usually whenever you find something like that, usually it means there's a secret close by. Oh, this one was just a bunch of cash. Thank you very much. In fact, I think, could we do... Yes, we could. So we could literally just skip the left-hand side. But I'm crazy, and I want to show stuff off, so I'm going to show off the left-hand side. And I accidentally go back into the eye of what I'm assuming is a snake? I don't know. It was definitely something, I just couldn't tell you what. Looks like it belongs more into like one of those Five Nights at Freddy characters than anything else. Oh, Manhandla! That's the name of the boss that I couldn't think of I'd say yesterday. The other day was the boss, and now it is just a mini-boss. Walk into the waterfall! So yeah, that's a hint for something else. I'm trying to even think what you can get in there, because I don't think it's needed to actually be in the game. Because I have almost everything I want to say that's required. There we go. I'm just going to ignore that room. Then we're going to bother lighting it up. Oh! What it... I'm out of this room now! This whole little spike trap. So evil. Okay, well, we can hear the boss, so he's in the next room, and we've also explored pretty much every other part of this dungeon, as I am slowly getting my butt handed to me. And I have no way of healing. And the enemies in this one have been pretty stingy on the health, so hopefully my fire parts will be able to handle this guy. Two-headed dragon! I was gonna say, I don't usually have much of a strategy against this guy. I just kind of just try and go in and kill him as fast as I could. But either way, with him dead, that is a piece of the Triforce in our possession. And thankfully I can get my health back up to full. But that is an awful sound effect. Oh my god, does that sound awful. Okay. But that doesn't matter now, we just want to leave this and head on out. So, for the most part, I'm just gonna be hugging the corner of the entire world, which, I don't know, like, it's one of the, I don't know, this game is a little bit odd. Like, I remember my first playthrough thinking, like, oh man, like, this world just seems so big, I'm, like, getting lost and confused, and now I'm playing it now, and I'm just like, the world seems so small. And it's just one of those odd little, odd/sad little things. And you go through the world, like, for your first time, and everything is new and confusing, and now it's just like, oh yeah, if she's going this way, I'll get to this thing, and if I just go over that way, I can get the other thing. There's that little bit of mystery and intrigue. Also, another annoying thing, if you decide to grind, this might be a good time to grind, because if this is the dungeon I am thinking it is, we're gonna want like 100 rupees inside the dungeon. Like, I want to buy myself the arrows, because I know I'm going to need those sooner rather than later, but... There's a good item I can get inside the... There's a good item I can get inside the area coming up ahead, but it costs a lot, and I kind of wasted my good money area getting myself the blue ring. Ugh. Okay, thank you for the fairies and the hearts, but I would love more cash. Extra 50 bucks would be grand. Ow. Nope, yes. Okay, I want to go up here because while this is not necessary now, it will be necessary sooner rather than later. Buy something, will ya? Arrows. It cost 80, so that's a lot of money. But now we have the arrows, which is, again, it's necessary to beat the game, because we'll need it to fight. But also because... Oh, shoot. Necessary because we're going to need it for... Get out of here. Going to be necessary for some fights coming up ahead. Even if not now. And that was one of the 2 remaining hearts that we need... Well, one of the 2 last remaining hearts in the entire game for us to collect. If we go over this way... We go up this one, there's no enemies. It looks like a dungeon. But it's an old man. Here is the last hidden heart throughout the entire game. Also, I think I was wrong when I was saying, back in episode 1, about how you had to take at least one of the hearts from the old man. I was wrong, because I forgot about that one that uses the step ladder. You could take the bottle of potion every time from the old man and still get yourself the level 3 sword. As a matter of fact, we have enough hearts right now, that being 12, to actually get the magical sword. We had to do 4 dungeons, start off as 3, and then collect the 5 hearts hidden throughout Hyrule to be able to get the magical sword. That being said, much as I really would mind exploring the world to get more cash, I'm gonna say no to that for right now. As well as I'm trying to remember how I get to where I'm going. I want to say it's... Yeah, it's this way. Because we got another dungeon, but the dungeon is... Actually, hold on. Let me kill you guys, and then I'll go check out that waterfall. The waterfall might actually be the hint at how you get to the next dungeon, now that I'm thinking about it. Even though I know the secret to it. Doesn't hurt to talk to the old man. Assuming he's this way? No, he's not. Although, money. Okay. The waterfall is actually over this way, so I'm getting myself all kerfuffled. Ow. And also, I said before, I'm not going to abuse the save states. If I so wished, I could obviously do the money-making game and just, like, save state and win from that, but I don't want to do that. Well, how am I so lost right now? I was just talking earlier about, like, oh man, I know this world so well, and now I'm completely lost. What? Oh, wait, he's over this way, isn't he? Yes. I don't know why, I said it was before the screen. Get over here. Okay, so if we go into the waterfall, we can find an old one. Pay me and I'll talk. So this is one of those times where I'm actually going to make a save state, just because I don't feel like wasting all this money just to see what she says. This ain't enough to talk. Go up the mountain ahead. And the last one. This ain't enough. God dang. Old hag trying to steal my cash. Okay, so yeah, that's what the whole thing about that was. That's why they told you to go to the waterfall, because you're told to go up the mountain. Because if you go up this one, you might notice, huh, why aren't I moving? Why is the screen just wrapping around? That's odd. Because it's a secret. A secret they had to pay an old woman to find out, or just not actually notice. There we go. They had a Tektite right there, so again, creepy looking place, and an enemy. Wait, is this not the dungeon I'm thinking of? Oh, okay. I swear one of the dungeons has a thing just like this, where there's Tektites almost in front of it, but you can go in. Oh, let's